Here's a list on top 10 sports anime that I like. Prince of Stride. Stride being a parkour-like sport thing, but that's not the point. Our main character is just an athletic guy who is really fast and just wants to do any kind of sports that he can. He's trying to find a good club to do whatever it is that interests him. And he ends up running upon and stumbling upon a Stride club, which is like this cool little parkour sport. Like I said, it's actually really awesome. I actually wish it was like an actual sport. If it is, well, then I'm done, and I've never seen it, but it looks awesome. And well, he's super fast, so he does super well, and he makes friends, joins the club, and becomes rival with this super badass guy. Watch the anime. Great art, great story. Do it. AHIRU no SORA. This is a basketball anime where our main character is this small kid that looks like he's in elementary school, but he's actually super awesome. He's really great at basketball, he's great at dribbling, he's really fast, he's great at shooting. It's just that he's super short, and he goes to a school where the basketball club is just full of delinquents, where no one actually wants to play any basketball. So he just does whatever it is he can to be able to play basketball in this school with this club. It is a really long anime, really. It came out, I thought it was going to be a couple episodes, but it ended up being a single season 50 episode anime that is still ongoing, but is really great. So give AHIRU no SORA a chance. If you find it interesting, do it. Ace of Diamond is where our main character just wants to play baseball with his friends, but he ends up receiving an offer to go to this prestigious, super high tier baseball team in Tokyo, and he ends up going. In there, he'll be against the team that is basically considered to be the best high school team in the entire nation. And his dream is to become the ace. And if he wants to become the ace, he'll have to get over the fact that he's actually not that good at pitching. He just pitches well in like good form, but his pitches are way too inaccurate. But you know what? It's a great anime, it's a great art, and it has a lot of episodes, honestly, like 50, 70 per season. So definitely give this a chance if you're a baseball fan. Megalo Box, an anime that's been on some of my lists already, but it's just a great anime. It has a confirmed second season that isn't out yet, which is why it says 13 plus question mark total episodes, because the second season hasn't announced how many episodes we'll have, but it has been confirmed. So Megalo Box, a boxing anime where our underground fighter wants to go big time. And to do that, he ends up getting beat up by this super high-ranked boxer guy. And he just goes on a tournament, not just to find vengeance, but just to partake in the tournament. But here's a twist about this boxing anime. They wear these weird little gears that you're seeing on screen. It's like a little armor thing. Makes them stronger and have more defense or whatever it is. But anyway, it's a great anime, so definitely watch this if you find it interesting. Cross Game. It's a baseball anime. It's a bit older, but it's definitely one of my favorite anime actually till this very day. It's a romance where our two twins are like, they work at this shop because their family owns a baseball supply thing, equipment, mabob. I don't know what to say. I don't know what it's called, but that's not the point. He is basically like a baseball prodigy. It's kind of a spoiler, but it's not really. You can tell by the first episode. He's never played baseball to say, but he has been batting against super fast fastballs ever since he was little, because that's just what he does in his free time. That's basically all he can do for now. And so we'll watch his journey in this little romance while he becomes a good baseball player. Watch it. I love this anime. Baby Steps, a tennis anime starring our nerdy main character, who is known to just be just a nerd, do nothing except just study, writing textbooks, make super neat in like fully detailed notes. They're basically called Achan notes actually because they're just it's just a nickname that they gave it. But he's just a perfect student. But one day he stumbles upon a girl who plays tennis, and later in the same day he goes to find a sport to do and exercise because he wants to maintain his body as well and not just his mind. And this girl plays tennis. He ends up not only being interested in her but in tennis as well. Look, choosers can't be beggars. It has strange art and strange animation, I know, but look aside from that, this is definitely one of the best anime out there, story-wise and plot-wise. But it's just not great on the art because that's not its focus. It does it on purpose. It's ugly, I know, but it does it on purpose. Well, as you can see, it's a ping pong anime, but it's actually kind of deep and has meaning to it. It has story. Each character has their own problems. You'll see if you watch the anime. Please, I beg you, give this anime a chance. I can't really say much or I'll spoil the entire fun of this anime, but I can guarantee you, if you watch Ping Pong the animation, you'll completely fall in love with this anime. And start watching anime with ugly art too. That happens also. Kuroko no Basket. In a generation where the best basketball players of the nation are a generation of miracles, they are now all in high school after being separated from middle school. And they have all their characters, their full team, but there's a phantom member whom ends up transferring to this school where this big guy that you see on screen is. He is basically an equivalent to the generation of miracles, but he's just a random guy that studied in America and likes basketball. Honestly, if you haven't watched Kuroko no Basket already and you're a sports anime fan, then you're weird and you've been under a rock, because honestly, this is basically on par with like Haikyuu. And like, yeah, I'm gonna say it, I prefer this anime over Haikyuu, but I recognize that Haikyuu is probably the better anime. Definitely give Kuroko no Basket a chance. This is an amazing sports anime, just an amazing anime overall. Haikyuu, this volleyball anime where our main character is, again, just another super short guy. But here's the thing, he can jump wicked high. Honestly, it's weird. It's probably possible because he's like light and, well, I don't know how this works. But he can jump really high. And he wants to become an ace spiker. That is his dream. And so, graduating middle school, he transfers to his dream high school where his hero used to study and used to play volleyball there. It was another short guy that used to jump really high, just like him. And there, he meets a setter. There they become a little like team, double team, duo thing. And they're really awesome. And just watch the anime. One episode is all you'll need to get completely fixated on this anime. It has a confirmed 5th season, but for now there are only 4 seasons. The 5th comes out in 2021. But definitely give this anime a chance if you're a volleyball fan or just a sports fan overall. As for the best sports anime in my opinion, no, it is not Ashita no Joe. I'm not a fan of Ashita no Joe. It's another old anime, Hajime no IPPO. It's a boxing anime. The art gets better as it goes on because the newer seasons are newer, well, obviously. But he's just a pushover guy who is beat up and bullied a lot. But one day he decides to take up boxing. Upon taking up boxing, he tries his best to become a professional. And that's basically what the story is all about. Our little guy, who is actually already strong because he works at like a boat thing with fish and stuff. And he's trained to become a boxer just to be better and not get bullied. But things end up happening. The story goes on, and you'll completely fall in love with Hajime no Ippo. Please watch it. It doesn't matter if it's old and the art is weird. Watch this anime. It's a masterpiece, honestly. Thank you so much for watching. There are new videos every single Friday, so feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments, and maybe we'll see you next week.